Our next inductee was the 2002 NBA Rookie of the Year, the first non-American to win that award. He won 2 NBA titles and was an NBA All-Star 6 times. Elected by the North American Committee, please welcome Pau Gasol.
How are you? Come here.
I get hugs.
Nice. Good to see you. How are you? Thank you so much. All right.
Pau, with all of your NBA accomplishments, you accomplished and achieved so much on the international stage as well. You are Spanish basketball. What does that mean to you?
Well, it was always a big pride for me to play for my national team. I think I benefited tremendously by being challenged every summer and playing with my guys. So it always meant something very special from day one, feeling the love and the support of my country. I always try to make them proud. You know, even when I came to the U.S. and there was just high expectations after getting drafted so high, and I just wanted to make my country proud and get more kids excited about the game and do something special.
I know that you and Kobe Bryant were very close. You won together, you lost together, you became brothers together on those Lakers teams. Just what are your fondest memories of being a Laker?
So many, really. From the moment that I arrived, there was no time to waste. Go make sure that I knew that from the get-go, and it was great because it seemed seamless, right? It was like, oh, this guy's been here forever. This was meant to be. He knows the triangle in and out, and it's like it's been playing with the guys all season. But obviously, everybody was so welcoming. It was just the right time, right place, and beautiful things happened. You know, the relationship with Kobe was very, very special in my life, for me, for my family. So a lot of great memories on and off the court, and even sometimes when you're in that mode of chasing the championship, it takes a lot. It takes a special edge to it as well. But then when we relax a little more and we actually try to connect more at the personal level, I also remember those moments very fondly, and and I miss them.
Questions for Pau?
Michael Blevins with the Memphis Grizzlies. Can you talk about your time in Memphis, being part of the first teams there,
Yeah.
On the court, making the playoffs for the first time, and then off the court, your whole family moving to Memphis, becoming such important members of the community?
Yeah. Well, Memphis was a very important chapter of my life, a very important city and community for my family. Obviously, with my parents and my brother Mark having such a huge impact as well. So, at first, I was just so happy that I was fulfilling my dream to play in the NBA. Memphis was my destination, my first destination, and it gave me the opportunity. And and we had a young team, a mix of young and veteran guys, and we things didn't click right away from the team standpoint, but we felt like we were planting the seeds in a new city, right? From the move from Vancouver to Memphis, it was really a Memphis Tigers city at the time, and we played in the Pyramid for a couple of years until we were able to build a FedEx Forum, and it was a process. So then Hubie came along and helped us figure things out. We started growing as a team. We brought some good talent, and we were competitive. And we got to be competitive, and we got our fans and our community excited. Obviously, the work in the community was always great. St. Jude is magnificent. I have fondest memories. My parents also worked and volunteered there while they were there. So it showed me a lot. It made me appreciate a lot of things in my life. And I look forward to go back. We move on with our lives. We have stuff going on, our families, and we have to find ways to kind of bring us back to those moments, to those cities, to those communities that played a significant role in our lives, and I'm very thankful to Memphis.
Jeff Garcia, Kansas 5, San Antonio. Congratulations, pal.
All right, thank you.
For a while, you and Tony had some fierce battles on the international stage. Team
Sure
France,
did.
Team Spain going at it. What did it mean for you to finally team up with him in San Antonio?
Yeah, it was fun. It was different, after so many years of facing each other internationally and in the NBA. Same with Manu, it was special. It was special, and I was kind of excited. That was a factor. That played a factor in my decision on going to the Spurs. I felt like I would have, that it was a good fit for me in my career at that point. I was 2016, I think. So I was 36, signed a 3-year deal. I knew that I just wanted to provide quality to a team that was already great, and just kind of spend time with those guys and compete with those guys instead of compete against them. Learn from Pop and experienced him, and we loved the San Antonio community. The fan base was great. Today we met a lot. Obviously, there's a strong Spurs imprint in this class, and it's fantastic. I think what the Spurs have done throughout the last 20 years has been incredible. So yeah, it was fun to have him as a teammate, and now friends, and now classmates of Hall of Fame forever.
Hi, Paul, David Ramil Forbes. I just wanted to ask you, I know your career ended with some difficulty, but I was wondering if this provides some closure on that chapter of your basketball journey.
Yeah, I don't know if it's closure. To me, it's really uplifting it even more, right? You don't start playing basketball and dreaming and setting a goal, even during your NBA career when you're already made it and you're established. I want to be a Hall of Famer, just something that, I don't know, I haven't really met many players or heard players say that. You try to be the best that you can be, you work hard every day to help your team have a better chance. You try to win championships, which you understand that's the ultimate goal while you're a player. And then if everything falls in place and you have been exceptional, you're proven worthy, you then get inducted in the Basketball Hall of Fame, which is pretty unbelievable. I'm still trying to process it, still trying to digest it. It's still, crazy. Thank you for the clap. Or was it a fly? Sorry. Anyway.
Pau, it's David Lawyer from the French Daily News L'Equipe. There.
Oh, thank you. Sorry.
Pau, could you talk about how special maybe and significant is it to be Hall of Famer this season, with Tony Parker and Dirk Nowitzki for you and for the European basketball?
Okay, I'll try to. I don't know if I understood everything, but for European basketball, I think this class is, an incredible accomplishment. For international basketball as well, I think the game has grown so much since we first started playing and getting into the NBA. I think we can be very proud of having taken the international game to a higher level, and very proud of seeing how the present and current players are taking it to the next level. So it's very special again to share this moment with Dirk, with Tony, because it's remarkable. It's just something that it was unthinkable, not too long ago. And it's beautiful to see it and to show and share a message that things are possible. Things do change. Things do improve. Things are exciting, and allow any kid, boy or girl, to dream, and to think that they can do it too. So that's the exciting part for me.
Hi, Pau. How are you doing? This is Emilio Garcia for NBA Social Media. Would you mind to say in Spanish what it means for you to be part of the Basketball Hall of Fame and how your roots in basketball helped you to be today where you are? Thank you.
Sure. In Spanish, right? Okay. Bueno, estar en el Hall of Fame pues es un tremendo honor, una sensación única y difícil de describir y muy feliz, realmente ilusionado de estar viviendo este momento, de compartirlo con una clase tan excepcional como la que es del 2023, con estos grandes compañeros y compañeras. Y nada, disfrutando cada momento, cada segundo. Y sin duda, pues, bueno, mis raíces, yo creo que las raíces de cada persona te ayudan siempre a conseguir lo que consigues en la vida y haber pues, crecido en España, en Sant Boi de Llobregat, cerca de Barcelona, haber crecido en el sistema de allí, pues bueno, me ha hecho apreciar muchas cosas y formarme como jugador y como persona también. Así que muy agradecido por todo y espero que mucha gente pues sienta que este éxito, reconocimiento es también parte de ellos y lo agradezco mucho.
Over here, Paul.
How are
And
you?
I'll continue in Spanish. I'll just ask in English. I'm just wondering, Paco Fuentes, Univision, San Antonio. How much impact did Coach Pop had on your career and San Antonio in particular, where you were in Texas? How much impact did he have on you and your career? And secondly, speaking of Tony Parker, in French basketball is sinónimo. Same as your name. How does that make you feel, estar aquí, to be here?
In
Thank
Spanish,
you.
you want me to reply in español? Bueno, yo creo que al final el impacto de Pop en sus jugadores es un impacto directo, es un impacto importante por su filosofía. También, no solo, obviamente la parte de baloncesto es importante, ¿no? Porque ha sido pues, nuestra carrera, nuestro trabajo y estás intentando hacer lo mejor posible, pero a mí lo que se me ha quedado más han sido las partes, sobre todo personales, los mensajes de valores, el cuidar a la comunidad, el preocuparse por las injusticias, formar a los jugadores como personas. Entonces eso pues a mí también es algo que me gustó mucho de Pop y de los años que pasé en San Antonio con los Spurs. Y luego pues el jugar para tu país, yo creo que es algo muy especial, un privilegio, un honor, un orgullo. Para mí lo ha sido siempre y he intentado pues siempre representar a mi país lo mejor posible en cada campeonato que he estado. Y que bueno, nuestro equipo nacional pues, pudiera dar muchas alegrías, ¿no? Y hemos tenido suerte de tener grandes jugadores, grandes equipos, una gran unión y hacerlo pues, bueno, pues muy bien y construir también algo para las generaciones siguientes. Y ahora la Federación Española pues, consigue muchos éxitos a nivel de base, la Absolut también sigue haciéndolo muy bien. Siendo los campeones de Europa el año pasado y ojalá que en el Mundial de Filipinas también nos puedan dar una alegría.
Gary McKillips with Sports Across the Board podcast. I had a GM and scout tell me that the international players are much more attuned to fundamentals. Do you think that's true, and do you think it's a big factor in how successful you guys are over here?
I mean, I think that's been kind of a theme for a while. I think when we talked about the early stages of kids learning the game. And players coming from overseas or Europe, in this case, be more fundamentally sound, and the system kind of allowing them to kind of flourish and grow and not focus so much. Because here in the U.S., there's quite of a tension, right? Already there's rankings, #1 players, and there's all this hype, and there's all this now the kids at 15, 14, they already have a platform, they already have a fan base, they already have all these things going on, and you have to be able to manage that, right? And they're very athletic, for the most part here too. So everything is focused on performance early on, when it should be more about growth and team development and team fundamentals, and focusing on that basically. So yeah, I think that was one of the things where also players, have the opportunity to move up more in Europe. If you're ready, like Luka or Ricky Rubio were, they can play with the pros, they can play with grown men right away. So that's always also helpful. But those are like small cases. That's not the rule. That's not the main thing. So I think, here you have to deal more with that type of attention that sometimes, AAU basketball, from my conversations with teammates and guys that even have teams in AAU basketball and stuff, it's too much about the individuals and making sure and winning and bringing money to the program and all that stuff, which kind of takes away from just make sure that, that you get better at this, because that'll make you a better player, instead of focusing on, let's just give him the ball and everybody else just stay around or watch him score 40 because it's going to be, whatever. So that was the only thing that I think, when you're teaching kids and you're coaching kids, you want them to learn about the game, to make them better players and to play the right way.
One more.
Hola, Pau.
Yes.
I'm Luis Borgar from El País. Just wondering, and it's kind of related to the last question. You're the third Spanish national that is inducted to the Basketball Hall of Fame, but the first player. And I think you were a very important part of the 2008 Golden Era team that won the silver medal. Just wondering, how long do you think it will take to have another player inducted, a Spanish player? And also, if you can speak or give us a sneak peek about your words that you will be saying tomorrow night.
My words what, sorry?
The words that you will say tomorrow at the ceremony.
That I would say.
A sneak peek of your speech.
Your speech.
tomorrow.
Yeah,
I see. Oh, well, okay. Well, let's start with, how long will it take to be another Spanish player of, I think we have great players. It's, you always think that, there's never going to be one just like, whoever, right? And yes, we're all unique in our own way, and we're all different. It's not like, I think Kobe wanted to be better than Michael, so he did everything he could to learn from him, but his goal was to be better than Michael. And that's what I was saying earlier about setting the bar and doing the best that you can do, and then inspiring others to surpass you, right? And that's the beauty of life in general. So I hope that one day, not long enough, will be another great player and better than me in Spain, and we'll take the game even higher than I was able to do with my teammates and coaches. So that's my thought or my take on that. And then as far as the speech tomorrow, what I try to do is try to be thankful for everyone that has played a role in my career, acknowledge the teams that have been a part of my career, the importance of everyone contributing to it, team players, coaches, fans, media, staff, and so forth. The international game being a big part of my career and having helped me grow as a player, even though I know that there's, especially nowadays with the amount of money that's on the table for players and stuff, teams don't love probably that your players play in the summer with the possibility of getting hurt. But there's an upside to it too, of the player growing and being ready for next season and growing as a player and playing for their country, which is a big pride. So again, I think that's valuable. My family, stuff like that. I don't know. Try to elaborate on it a little bit more.
You don't have to give everything away.
Yeah, exactly. Sorry, it was just.
Thank you, Pal.
Thank you so much.
Congratulations.
Thank you, everyone.
Have a great weekend.
Sorry. Another one.
Oh, another one?
Yeah, another one. Love you. Love you. Mike. Thank you, guys.